What is up, everybody? In this video we're going to dive deeper into the topic of why students are so tired in school. Now, brief history on me. I was the one person in school always falling asleep, especially in certain classes because the teacher was boring, etc. But I literally remember one of my secondary school teachers making me stand up in school just because I kept on falling asleep. So I would stand up, she would go, "Hey, Clinton, stand up." I would stand up and then, okay, recite the text, sit back down, fall asleep even more. And then she'd make me stand up again. And then I'd have to do this over and over again. And in university, there's been photos of me just falling asleep in class. So why are students so tired? This is from my experience and this is from what I've researched. Okay, so the first thing we're going to dive deeper in is sleep. Sleep is important for learning, for memory consolidation and emotional processing. So most teenagers are underslept. On average, if you're between the age of 10 to 17, you need around 8 to 10 hours of sleep. 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Now think about it, right? With the whole social media age, with the drinking culture, people out at night drinking and stuff like that, who is getting 8 to 10 hours of sleep consistently every single night early? Tumbleweed. About 1 to 10 people. That's what the statistics say. 1 to 10 people are getting this. So this is so critical in terms of how well rested you feel during the day that literally researchers show that whenever people get adequate amount of sleep, they feel like it's like looking at the world like HD or something like that. They're like super clear, super zoned in. So the first factor is sleep. We're simply just not sleeping enough. We're out drinking and stuff like that, or we're just up late on social media and we're just not getting enough early nights. So the next factor is dehydration. We as a whole are not drinking enough water. Every cell in our bodies requires water. You know, we are 70% water. 70% of our bodies is water. From our heart to our brain, for our bone structure, for every system in our body just requires water. And for you to be alert and for you to be zoned in and tapped in school, you've got to be hydrated. Have you ever been really dehydrated? You can't think, you know, it's a lot easier to be on point, focused in school if you are hydrated. Now, I know in certain places, certain schools and stuff like that, you know, you can't pee during class, which is silly. What if you really need to go? Miss, I really need to go to the toilet. Sit down. Shut up. Do your work. Fine, I'll just go right here. But no, this is a key factor in terms of not feeling tired in school, is to stay hydrated. So we'll get into the solution on how we can fix all these things. So the last one is an important one, and this is our diets. We as a species are eating a diet that's way too high in fat. This is going to be a clip showing you what a single high fat meal does to your blood.
Fried macaroni and cheese, a bacon cheeseburger wrapped in a quesadilla, a giant cookie smothered fried macaroni and cheese, a bacon cheeseburger wrapped in a quesadilla, a giant cookie smothered in ice cream. Before we ate, researchers took blood samples and gauged the health of our arteries with an ultrasound.
It's a very healthy pulsating.
Now comes the fun part. We get to eat a whole lot of lunch.
Bon appetit.
2 hours later, it was time to test.
John, how are you feeling?
Still sluggish. Still tired.
John's blood samples said it all.
Essentially, you can see what a clear difference. This is fat in his blood, basically.
All that fat goes right to your arteries.
Now, as you can see, It constricts your blood, your ability for your blood vessels to move. It constricts the ability for your blood to be able to take in oxygen, your brain to be able to take in oxygen. If all those vessels are being sluggish and slowed down, this is what's happening to you. This is why a lot of people feel lethargic after each meal, and they need the coffee, they need the soda drinks, they need just sugar, processed sugar, just to get through the day, because they're eating a diet that's too high in fat, too high in animal products, too high in greasy oil. You know, they're starting the day off with bacon and eggs, then going for chicken mayo for lunch, and then they're having a pizza for dinner. So, you know, this is another reason we feel lethargic in schools, because we have a diet that's way too high in fat, and it's making us tired, making us overweight, giving us acne problems, and just causing a whole host of issues other than just being lethargic in school. And I would know I had all these problems. So what is the solution? The solution is to get consistent early nights. Aim to be in bed for around 8 to 10 p.m. if you want to feel your best. If you want to feel your best, aim to be in bed around 8 to 10 p.m. every single night, and try to get, you know, your room darkened out so you get good quality deep sleep. You know, in terms of water, start the day off with a liter of water. Maybe work up to that. And then before each meal, drink 500 mils to a liter of water, depending on where you're at. You want to start slow, but you want to really get into hydrating yourself so you're peeing clear throughout the day. That is a clear indicator. Pee clear throughout the day. Try to pee clear throughout the day. And last, eat a low-fat, high-carbohydrate diet. You know, get rid of the animal products or the oil, or minimize it to as best as possible. Introduce things like oatmeal or smoothies in the morning. You know, sandwiches without the bacon and the eggs and the butter. You know, maybe put some tomatoes, some onions, some beans, some homemade tomato sauce and wraps and stuff like that. You know, and for dinner, you know, you could have things like potatoes, you know, broccoli, carrots, you know, all these things, but just make a homemade sauce and try to minimize the fat content in your diet. And once you do all these things, you're getting the sleep, you're hydrated, and you're eating a high carbohydrate, low fat diet, you will find that you will have way more energy in school overall, and you will feel less tired. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I struggled with this growing up. I wish I had all this information growing up. I wish I had someone by my side, you know, telling me these things. So guys, let me know what you think of this video. Has it helped? Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay calm down.